If you're married, if you're dating, if you're talking to somebody, then this video is for you. Hi guys, my name is omoladeokaiyeto and I focus on faith, travel and reviews, and welcome to my channel guys. But in this video I'm going to be giving you some tips, some lovely restaurants that you can go to, because you know Valentine's Day is coming. So before I get into this video, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure you support a sister. I would really appreciate it. Now, if you're married, if you're dating, if you're talking to somebody, if you are just wanting to go out with a friend, or if you want to take yourself out, then this video is for you. So that time is coming where some of you guys are going to be booking restaurants or trying to find places to go so that you can enjoy your Valentine's Day or the Valentine's weekend. So let's get into it. So obviously I've got my phone with the list of restaurants that I recommend. So these are the restaurants that I have personally visited, and I have other recommendations, but I won't do that because I think it's just best that I recommend restaurants that I've personally been to. So the first one I'm going to start with is the Ivy Garden. So the Ivy Garden is beautiful guys. So the Ivy Garden is based in Liverpool Street. The interior inside is just mwah. You've got to make sure that you book. You got to make sure that you're not late because they're very strict on timing, but that is definitely a place I'll recommend for you to go. It's a simple menu. I'm not saying that you'll find like different kinds of varieties on the menu, but it's a decent menu and you'll definitely find something on the menu. Okay, so I am going to be recommending another Ivy, but this Ivy is the Ivy Asia. So there's one in St. Paul's and there's one in Chelsea, and I've been to the one in Chelsea and it is absolutely beautiful. Chelsea is their new branch, and guys, it is perfect. Like, it's very Instagrammable, it's nice for pictures, nice setting, the interior is lovely, and obviously the menu is a bit more, I would say, a bit more wider than the Ivy Garden. I like more of the options in the menu of the Ivy Asia. Like, when you're going to Ivy Asia, it's best to pick different things from the menu. You guys share that instead of getting like your own individual stuff. But if you want to get your own individual meals, then that's fine, but it's best to share. You get the best experience in that way. Okay, so I'm gonna recommend Flesh and Buns. So Flesh and Buns is more in central London, about 5-10 minutes walk from Oxford Circus, and Flesh and Bun is so lovely. Like, it is actually, obviously you order like the buns and then you can order like different meats with it, whether it's going to be chicken, you know, whatever you fancy, you can order that with it, and it's just a nice romantic setting. You know, the dim lights, nice interior, you know, customer service is not too bad, and decent value for money as well. So I'll definitely recommend Flesh and Buns. It's a little bit messy because obviously you're eating the buns with your hands if you want to try it with a knife and fork, boy, but I'll definitely recommend that restaurant. Okay, so the next restaurant that I will recommend is Figo. So Figo, I went to the one in Stratford, and it is an Italian restaurant. So if you like your pasta dishes, if you like your pizzas, then Figo is definitely the one for you to go to. And it's quite a big restaurant and it's literally opposite like Stratford Westfield. Great, good value for money as well. If you want to go with a larger group, so if you're taking, you and your friends are actually going out on Valentine's Day or weekend, then it's good. And if it's just two of you and your partner, then that's fine as well. And if you just want to take yourself out, you can just take yourself out and sit down in Figo and enjoy your meal. Self-care is very important. I'll definitely recommend Figo, really lovely in there. Okay, so the next one is the Avery. Oh, so the Avery is really lovely. It's based in St. Paul's and they've got a lovely rooftop as well, and they've even got like private areas as well in the Avery as well. And I've gone for a birthday there where there was a private booking, and you know, it was just our own area. So definitely research if you can do that, if you really want to go all out on a romantic date. It's got a lovely rooftop area and as well a nice bar area and a place for you to also eat inside. You know, you gotta dress up a little bit, you gotta look good if you're going to the Avery. You know, ladies, put on your heels, put on your makeup, put on your hair, do your hair, you know what I mean. And in, of course, you better wear your suits, you know, better be looking suave when you're going to that restaurant. But love it, love it, love it. I think it's one of the most perfect restaurants if you really want that nice romantic date. Okay, Tempah. So Tempah, if you're a meat lover, if you like your meats, then Tempah is an amazing place to go to. It is a bit more on the casual side, I will say, but again, really nice setting, more dim light in there as well, and also you can see the bar right in the middle of the restaurant, which I really like. They also have an upstairs and a downstairs as well, more on the casual side in Central, but really lovely place. Customer service is great, you know, they really explain to you the menu as well, so I would definitely recommend that place. So if you're going to the theatre down in Central, or you're doing an activity and then you want to go to a restaurant after, then I think the Tempah is a very good pick. Okay, Sexy Fish. Sexy Fish, guys. Sexy Fish is a vibe. It is an actual vibe, guys. It gets really booked out, so you need to definitely book in advance. It's not one of those restaurants that you know, if you're gonna try and come in, you might be waiting outside for a little while before you get a table. They have like a DJ as well inside the restaurant. They've got a lovely bar area. They've got an upstairs and downstairs. I would definitely recommend for you to sit upstairs, because last time I went, well, you know, don't do what I did. Didn't do any booking, just showed up with my friends, but they managed to find us a spot. We sat downstairs and we were like, oh, downstairs is not really as nice as upstairs, and we were a bit like squashed on the table. So definitely, if you can get upstairs, get upstairs. The ambience is really pretty, the aesthetics is pretty, and again, you got to be looking on point. You got to put on the heels, put on the suit, you know, make sure you got that shape up, make sure you got your hair done. Do you know what I mean? If you got cornrows, make sure your cornrows are looking fresh. Anyways, I said that. Sexy Fish is a vibe, great place for a romantic date. It might be a little bit noisy, so if you guys are trying to hear each other, then you might have a problem with that, but other than that, Sexy Fish. Okay, and Pear Tree, which is one of my favorites. It's a nice, cute restaurant, and there's one in Surrey Quays. Yeah, so if you're from South London, it is local to you, and it's an Australian restaurant, and it's really lovely. They've got a wide menu. The menu's quite big, and I'm a bit funny, like when menus are quite big, sometimes I think that, you know, the food is not going to be as great. Like there's something about the quality that's not going to be as great because it's just too much on the menu. However, quality for most things on that menu is fantastic. If you like your meats as well, definitely a good place to get a meat dish as well. But then they also have seafood choices as well. But it's really small, it's really intimate, it's a little bit hard to find, so make sure you do some research on whereabouts it is, because it's a little bit hard to find. Really, really cute spot. If you don't like crowd, if you don't like a lot of people, if you want something really private and intimate, then I'll definitely recommend Pear Tree. Okay, and I am not going to forget this one, Enish. So Enish, there's different branches everywhere, so you're kind of spoilt for choice. Their restaurants are quite big depending on the branch that you're going to, but Enish, Nigerian food. If you like your Nigerian food, then Enish is the one to go to. And of course, like depending on which branch you go to, there's live music, DJ, so it depends what type of vibe you're going for. Yeah, I'll definitely recommend Enish if you are looking more for a Nigerian cuisine. Right, guys, so I really hope that this helped, because sometimes it can be so hard to find that right restaurant, especially if you're the type that doesn't really know how to find restaurants and you really want to take your partner, your spouse, husband, wife to a really lovely place. So this is definitely a good list. I really hope this list helps. Definitely let me know, you know, if there's any other recommendations that you guys have. Put it down below. Help others who may also be trying to look for another restaurant beside the ones that I have mentioned. So definitely put it down in the comment section below. But guys, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you support a sister. Until next time.